Right. How intense is your training when you are playing or currently playing?
Okay, so I train from about 8:15 till 11 and then 2 till half 4 every day, and especially sort of once you get older and older, you begin to realise that like how far you get is really how intense you're training. It's all about sort of work ethic. So right now, currently in the national squad, it's sort of very intense environment. We've got our head coach Chinese, so he's got a very sort of strict mentality, like no phones during training and stuff like that. So
do you get distracted or not?
Yeah, so it's pretty intense. As you go up the levels, you find it's very sort of an intense environment.
Do you follow any specific diet requirements?
I would say I've been asked it before, and when we're younger, we have a lot of sort of like diet, nutritional sort of seminar kind of things that we do when we're younger. So we learn to eat the right foods, but a lot of it's mainly so like carb and stuff. Like you guys probably know before your training, then sort of like after training, doing stuff like protein, stuff like that. So it's all about like having enough energy to train during the sessions and then sort of recovery after the session. So diet's a big part of all the sort of top athletes.
What skills / physical qualities do you think a good badminton player needs?
I think badminton, the main things are sort of speed, agility. Like you saw, it's very quick. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand how fast it is. So it's speed and agility, and then sort of hand-eye coordination, I'd say, are the main sort of skills.
What is your preparation before a game?
Preparation before a game, so I'll tend to get to a match about an hour and a half before play, sort of listen to a bit of music, chill out, and then sort of warm up, sort of not hitting, so just like warming body up for about 20-30 minutes, and then go on court, have practice some of the shots, have a bit of hit, and then just before I go on, I'll do a lot of like quick, like fast stuff like sprints, fast feet kind of stuff, so to get you sort of really ready to go, because badminton's so quick now, if you're not tuned in right from the get-go, you'll lose, like the first set will be over before you know it, so you have to sort of hit the ground running.
What people do you around you when you're playing at the highest level?
I think family and friends is the main thing. I mean, a lot of people say it, but it's sort of being able to get away from badminton for me, because I live and breathe it every day. During the week, it's like constant, it's just relentless, just talking about badminton, that's all you're thinking about. So it's nice to, a lot of my friends, like obviously some of my best mates are badminton players, but I have a lot of friends from home that aren't sort of badminton players, so you're able to just like chill out and not speak about badminton, which I think you need to have, you need to enjoy yourself as well.
What kind of training methods or machines do you use to get your strength up?
We're in the gym Monday afternoon, Friday afternoon, and it's all sort of free weights kind of stuff. So it's all like in the sort of racks, so squats, bench press, clean jerks, that kind of like traditional kind of sort of weightlifting exercises. And then on our Wednesday we'll do and sort of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the afternoons we'll do sort of more circuit, sort of anaerobics kind of work, that kind of stuff, so sort of quicker kind of stuff.
How long do you think it takes to become at the very top level of a badminton player?
It's a tough question. A lot of it depends on sort of how hard you're training, the intensity. Like, I mean, you can train all you want, but if it's not at high level or high quality intensity, then it's not as meaningful as someone who's going to train really hard, like less hours but a lot more intense. So I've read a book called Bounce recently, which says that in order to be an elite sort of world-class athlete, it's 10,000 hours of sort of intense work. So it's a lot, yeah.
What drills are good to do a warm-up or before a game?
Kind of like I was saying before, so we'll do kind of similar to what we did in terms of that kind of stuff, warming up, and then I'll do some like shadow, that kind of work, and then some sprints, some sort of like quick feet drills, kind of stuff like we were doing. Like it's all about just like being quick and ready to go. So sprints, stuff like that. Yeah.
What training do you think is most effective, flat-like, continuous or interval?
I'd say interval. Interval and flat-like definitely for badminton these days. I'd say it used to, with the old scoring system, I don't know if you know, but it used to be best of 3 to 15. Yeah. It was a lot more. The matches were longer. It was a lot. Sort of, it was more endurance-based. The matches were going on for a longer time, whereas now the scoring system's best of 3 to 21. It's definitely a lot quicker than it used to be, so it's a lot faster. So I'd definitely say interval training. That's definitely from when I was younger. It's changed that way. I used to do a lot more long rally, like 5-minute, 10-minute routines, whereas now we'll do like 90-second, 60-second work. So it is definitely changed.
And last question: what personal qualities do you think you need to be a good badminton player?
Discipline. Be ambitious, hard-working. All those sort of traits that most athletes will have. It's just about, yeah, I'd definitely say those 3 things are the main things.
Thanks very much.
No worries, it's been a pleasure.
Always a